to the BCT podcast, live and direct, of course. And this time we're at a different position here, not in the A_production studio, but at a different location. Hopefully the sound quality is straight. It's kind of iffy right now in this situation. I'm in a box, like a noise canceling box thing. But it don't matter. I'm here to entertain. I'm here to provide some knowledge of my behalf. And, let's get it down. First things first, my last episode 1, that was like, that was a trial. That was like a little beta. That was like that, let me test the waters, let me get my toes wet type stuff. So, there was some, some kind of lame. It's alright. We're going to come back, bounce back. Like, Big Sean be saying, bounce back. It's all good. It's all good in the hood. But, I reviewed it, and it finds out that, could have been done a little bit better. But that's how we learn, we find our mistakes in our work, and we don't ignore it, but we fucking go back at it and fix it. Yeah, I think that's straight. But everything, goddamn, just burping here, I had some pancakes earlier, some fire-ass pancakes. You know what I realized, man? The best pancakes, no disrespect to these franchises, but for me, I like that mom and pop type restaurants. I like the Denny's, I like the IHOPs, but man, they're just too corporate for me, man. Like Olive Garden, like I don't know if it got cut out right there. Whatever situation is, it's alright. But I was talking about how, no disrespect to these franchises and stuff, but if I eat at a restaurant that's supposed to be Italian, I don't want to hear, hey, let's go to Olive Garden and get us authentic Italian fucking cuisine. Man, like, it can't be Italian when fucking Jose's cooking the fucking food. I'm just playing. Jose's gonna be cooking the food regardless of the location. But I'm saying in the sense of, I'm not gonna want to really go to a restaurant that's supposed to be Denny's, where you have to get like homemade pancakes, but that's just corporate for me. If I want to get pancakes, I want to go to a mom and pop shop. That's the shit that goes with it. If I want to get some fucking homemade Italian spaghetti type shit, I'm trying to go to I don't know, fucking Antonio's Italian restaurant, Same thing with the pizza. Like, I mess with, like, them brands, like them Domino's, them Pizza Huts, these Papa John's and stuff. But if it comes down to, if I had a choice between that or like Italian guy straight from fucking Sicily, I'm gonna go with the Sicilian any day of the week. That's just how I see it with food, I'm not saying all fucking corporate food is bad. There's people that love restaurants like a Red Robin's, you know what I mean? And even Red Robin's that's more American, So I wouldn't say that. I would say more on the basis of maybe an Applebee's, and you go to an Applebee's to fucking eat some spaghetti and meatballs. It's just like, really? No, I'd rather go to a real authentic Italian where there's some Italian lady that better speaks English. I already fuck with that versus some fucking Applebee's girl named Deborah that's gonna fucking bring me some meatballs cooked by fucking Chris and fucking Juan. You know what I mean? Like, I don't want to fucking, regardless, the situation is always gonna be a Mexican in the back. Come on now. We good at everything, bro. We pretty straight at everything. Alright, come on now. Our Latin blood, I don't know how we do it, but we fucking great at everything. Fucking, we could cook the fuck out of food. We could fucking fix cars. We could fucking do lawns. You know what I mean? Like, we are fucking like Terminators, man. We are unstoppable when it comes to 90% of stuff. There's some things that we lack in, but it's all good. But enough ranting in the beginning. I don't even know if I kicked off the show right. I think I just started with a rant versus fucking information. But let's go. I wanted to talk about some topics, actually. Can't remember what were the topics. I'm here ranting. I can't even remember what I wanted to talk about. Oh, I know exactly what I want to talk about. So, I love music, I'm a big fan of all music. I'm a big fan of, old school stuff, new school stuff. I like to, even old school stuff, even like 50s, 60s, 70s, 80s, 90s, etc., right? of all types of stuff, from rock and roll to hardcore rap to fucking trap sometimes. You know, I'm a big fan of all music, no racial in music, but what I realize now, it is pretty crazy that I find it really crazy that really anybody can become a... Alright, I got interrupted for the second time. I was recording the first time, and then I get a phone call, I get another phone call. It's just, alright, what I was ranting about is this young music, this music, these new rappers. Was I talking about the rappers nowadays? I don't even know where I was at, but I'm gonna hop onto the situation with the rappers, right? So for me, I find it really interesting that I'm not gonna hate on these new rappers. I'm not gonna talk shit about them because, you know, they make music for people to feel turned, you know, and I understand it. It's just, I feel like we have lowered our fucking standards so fucking low, you know what I mean? You know, we have rappers like Lil Yachty, we have fucking Kodak, we have 21 Savage, we have fucking these rappers, Migos. I fuck with Migos, but we have these rappers, and I feel like 10 years ago, maybe 10 years or so. God damn, I'm old. 2007. God damn. God, let's say 15 years ago. I'm old, but I'm young at the same goddamn time. These guys, well, they would have been fucking almost basically the same age as me, but these guys, you know, they would have, if they came to the rap game with the rap styles they're coming in with now, they would be laughed out. And it's not necessarily laughed. I'm not saying like their type of music, their new type of music is ass, or their type of music is whack, because I fuck with it. I do. Like, you know, I do fuck with sometimes a little bit of Lil Yachty, a little bit of 21 Savage, a little bit of Kodak. I fuck with it, but I feel like these guys could easily just make a dumbass track. People would fucking buy it. People would listen to it, and these guys make fucking money off of it. I feel like we have lowered our fucking standards for these type of music, and it just really I find it real funny. Fucking, I can make a fucking mixtape. I can fucking make one fucking song that makes really no sense with a fucking hard ass, you know, chorus on it, and then people are gonna fucking buy it. People are gonna fucking, hell yeah, I fuck with it, you know? It's really funny, but also I find it kinda sad to the rap game, on the sense of, if we lower our standards and we start buying and we start listening to music that necessarily isn't up to par with where it should be with the whole concept of rap, because the whole point of concept of rap is really to tell a story. Really to tell a story. I feel like the 90s or even early stuff was teaching us a story and telling us the stories with the 80s, especially with the 90s. There were talking about a lot more about gangs and a lot to talk about, you know, selling and shit like that. The 2000 area, that was my favorite of all time. I fuck with like the Nellies in the 50s and the Eminems and the Snoops and all these guys, right? I fuck with those guys as well, out of, you know, even a little more than the 90s, because I really grew up on the 2000 shit. But I fuck with that still because they tell a story, necessarily. They tell a story. It transitions from the 90s, where they were talking about fucking their mom was selling on, like, you know, the rocks, you know, crack rock. And it transitions from that to maybe more of like, I'm about to go to the club and fucking spend $100,000 on these bottles and shit and whatever, but then I'm gonna go have a great time and I'm gonna go back. You know, they tell a little story. It tells a story from the start to the ending, and all through the song you feel that fucking feeling. For nowadays, it's not necessarily a story. It's just about anything. A rapper could rap about a fucking potato being peeled, and fucking people, and if people would listen to it and they feel the fucking beat of it and they feel the chorus of it, then people are not gonna give a fuck about necessarily he's rapping about a fucking potato getting peeled. You know what I mean? That's why I feel like we've lowered our fucking standards, and if we do continue doing this, I just feel like music is not even rap music in general is gonna be, you know, trash, and it is pretty trash now. I mean, there's some rappers that are still killing it, like unnecessarily old school, and still live up to what rap really is about. We got, like I said, we have like them Kendricks, we have them J. Cole's, we have them Chances. We have those types of rappers still, but the numbers are very, very low. Back then, there was only a couple real rappers necessarily. There's only rappers that were that were really spitting bars. Nowadays, anybody can become a rapper, and they don't even have to be good. It's just our standards are very low, and then when our standards are very low, I feel like people are gonna make low music. And when people make them low music, then people are not gonna be producing great music. When there's no great music, I hate it, because I really am a big fan of music. I love all types of music. I could listen to in an hour, I could listen from a Tupac to some Elvis, to some fucking Al Green, to some 50 Cent, to some 21 Savage. Even I fuck with that, you know what I mean? From AC/DC to fucking Aerosmith. Like I fuck with all types of music, but it's starting to get to a position where anybody could easily produce shit, and then by producing the shit, they're gonna be producing worthless content, and then people are gonna still keep buying it. I find that very ironic, very, very, very interesting that people would do that still. Like we're bringing down the rap game, and when we bring it down, people are gonna keep throwing in their shit product, their music, and people are gonna buy it, and they're gonna make money off of something that really they shouldn't. But that's just how I see it as. I think I ranted about a good, 7 minutes about that, and I find that very interesting. Very, 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 very interesting. Let's hop on some other topics. Let's talk about, how about we talk about what's going on with our country as a whole. We have an interesting president. We have fucking scandals going on. We have FBI directors testifying. We have a lot of shit going on there. With that, I really want to know what is going to happen for our future and for our country. It is very fucking crazy that our president is basically going to be on trial and basically getting asked and investigated about fucking certain things. I just find that really, very crazy and interesting that we're in a position like that. I don't find it necessarily crazy, because I kind of felt something was going to happen. Come on, it's Donald Trump, We have to understand, no matter where you come from, where your political views are at, you could be the hardest Republican of all fucking time. You could be the highest fucking conservative. I cannot talk. God. Water. I need some water. Where the water at? Whatever. You could be whatever, right? But the thing is, you have to look at it like, this is Donald Trump, not a fucking person that has been in the politics, where they have seen how policies work or how government works. This man literally has had a show on TV. This man literally is a fucking TV icon, and there are some comparisons with Reagan, him being a movie star and all that, and whatever. But you understand, this is Donald Trump. This is basically, I want to say a character, but this is a reality star, basically. But we can't necessarily think Trump, how can he have all this conspiracy? It was gonna fucking happen, something was gonna do. There was even before the elections, even before that, there was fucking allegations of him tampering with the Russians. This is some real crazy ass cheesy shit, and it's really crazy to me. I find it very interesting and very, 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 very conflicting, because how I see it is as it's like this, right? No matter where you come, wherever you stand on him, you hate him, you love him, whatever, we have to really realize that if we fight one another, we're not gonna win at the end of the day, right? We have to suck it up, say, God, you know what, I don't know what fucking happened, I don't know how this shit went down, but we got fucking, was now almost 3 years, we have 4 years almost, coming up, 3.5 years coming up, and, you know, we just gotta suck it up, fucking take this, there's people that are gonna say, took this big L, and there's people that are gonna say to pick the big dub, whatever, but we have to just suck it up, let's continue with this crazy shit. Is he gonna be impeached? That would be very, very interesting. There's a lot of fucking things going on there. Would it be a great move for him to be impeached? Honestly, no. I mean, yes and no. Obviously, no, because then our country looks fucking bad. You know, I feel like that's really fucking bad for our own president, the president of the United States, to be fucking impeached on some fucking allegations from another country, talking to not even like another country in the sense of a country that's like like a country like England, or a country like fucking Spain, you know, some allegations with them. We're talking to a country that's basically almost our enemy. It is our enemy, you know, and that's some real scandal shit. Good, because I mean, we do get someone that's out of that position where, you know, I don't feel like he was really suited up. I feel like Trump took it like, I'm gonna fucking become president of the United States. He kept saying that, I felt like he kept felting it, but he's like, I ain't gonna win. Come on now, I'm Donald Trump. I'm really gonna win. I am a fucking, I don't even know what he really is, to be honest. I'm a celebrity. How about that, right? I'm a celebrity. When it fucking hit him, when he's sitting in the fucking Oval Office, he's like, shit, I'm the fucking president of the United States. So I feel like he wasn't necessarily ready, and, you know, it's very crazy and very interesting that we're all living in a situation where fucking our president is being investigated for fucking crimes of, you know, tampering with probably the elections, and it's very, very interesting. But let's get off the policies slash politics slash whatever, and let's talk about some other interesting things. Some interesting things coming up. It is currently July 3rd, I believe. I don't even know what day it is. That's how gone I am. July 3rd, tomorrow July 4th, which is our Independence Day. God bless America. But some things that I want to talk about. Rant again. I love ranting. I love to rant. There's some situations where I love to rant. I like to speak some real shit. I like to get some shit on my mind. I think it's another little rant thing. I promise I'll take less than 5 hours on this one, right? So here's the thing. We get it. We're gonna see fireworks tomorrow. We get it, guys. We get it. It's gonna be 4th of July, right? Again, first of all, it's 4th of July. We have to understand that fireworks are technically Chinese. They were invented by the Chinese. Hey, it's whatever. I fuck with fireworks. It's cool and all. I don't fuck with the prices. Like when I was younger, it was like, I don't give a fuck. I had $20, $30, whatever, $100. I'm gonna fucking buy as much fireworks as I can. But now I see, like, I could buy a shitload of fireworks, but like, that's just money gone, in my opinion. Like, why would I want to spend fucking $300 on some fireworks when I could just hold on to that $300, you know? But yeah, it's real weird when you start growing up. But what was I saying? Oh yeah, it's the 4th of July. We get it. Let's keep it to a minimum on the Snapchat, especially on Snapchat. Under 3 videos. I think that's the key right there. 3 videos, right? Maybe a couple pictures. Maybe like tops 5 pictures. Instagram, Facebook, go crazy. Fucking Snapchat, let's keep it under fucking 5. That shit is fucking annoying. I don't know how I want to see every fucking story I click on. Fireworks. Alright, we get it. It is the 4th of July. If you want to record fucking you shoving a fucking bottle rocket up your ass, and have like 10 of those videos, like honestly, I'll watch that shit. That shit would be very fucking interesting. If you want to tape some fucking fireworks to your legs and see what happens and see if you could fly, and you post 5 videos of that, go crazy. I'll support that. But I don't want to see the same goddamn firework over and over and over. I don't want to record. I want to see a recording of a red one and then you recording one of a green one. I'm gonna do the same thing. I might record 1 or 2, but I'm most likely not even recorded, because come on, it's the 4th of July, we get it. So let's move on from that in general, in the topic right now. Let's move on from that topic. Let's talk about some other shit that I find very interesting and I can't wait to happen. So I got some things coming up in July, which is this month. I have some interesting things going on. I have 2 tickets, or actually 4 tickets, I guess, in total. But I have coming up, I'm going to go see a Cubs game for my first time, which is interesting. I love baseball. It's my second favorite sport. I love basketball, number 1, then baseball and football. But I'm going to go to my first Cubs game, my first Wrigley game. I'm originally from the South Side, so I can't rock any Cubs gear. So I'm just gonna rock neutral colors. I don't know. Never seen the Brewers, but I never been to Wrigley. I always I want to experience shit in my life, so I want to go check out Wrigley. So I'm gonna go check out Wrigley for the first time in a couple days. Also, I got my man J. Cole coming up. I'm gonna watch my man perform his shit at the United Center coming up. Some other things coming up. I don't know if y'all know anything about that Mexican music, but I got Los Tigres de los Norte. That's something I'm very interested in watching. Now, I'm technically Hispanic, whatever, 2nd generation Hispanic, but thing is, I'm not fucking Mexican as fuck. There's certain people that are fucking proud to run that shit. I'm not saying I'm ashamed of it. Nah, I'm not saying like I don't want no one figuring around I'm Hispanic, but I don't dabble in that shit like that. There's certain people that are fucking proud like a motherfucker to be Hispanic. I'm not like I said, I'm not ashamed of it, but I'm more proud to be an American, I guess. Does that make sense? Mexican American. That's what I should say. I'm more proud to be a Mexican American. I'm not over here saying I'm only fucking Mexican when I'm clearly not. You know, there's some people claiming they're Mexican as fuck, but they're born here, whatever the situation here is, whatever. But there's some people that fucking purposely go to these dances. They fucking wear these Mexican ass shit. Me, I'm more honestly, I'm not into that. I'm not into fucking rocking with some cowboy boots. I'm not into rocking. I'm not into going into some fucking bailes and dances. This year, 2017, was my first quinceañera of all time, so it was very interesting. So that was an interesting quinceañera. I enjoyed myself. It was fun. It was lit, whatever. But I felt really out of place, even though I wasn't like the white person there. You know, if you've been in that situation where you're like the majority, you're the one majority of the group, right? Where you're like, I don't belong, but I'm gonna roll with it. No, I wasn't technically. Well, when you think about it, kinda, cause well, not really, but kinda, because you know most Hispanics tend to be about 5'3", brown as fuck. I'm pretty much the opposite. I'm 6 feet tall, and I'm gonna say I'm fucking white skinned, but I'm pretty light skinned for being Hispanic. And also, I know a lot of Hispanics can't grow the facial hair outside their fucking mustache. I find that real ironic that you can't. It's hard for Mexicans to grow facial hair. Some Mexicans, for them to fucking grow facial hair in certain different areas. Like my face, like I can grow a beard. I'm working on a beard right now, but most Mexicans just find it hard to grow mustaches or a goatee, have that full fresh hair. They got the little hairs and shit, but little whiskers, but they're not over your blood. Like I don't know why I said blood, but over here fucking having that full little beard going on. Also, but it's alright. It's all Gucci. Hey man, here's the thing. Everybody's born differently. That's what makes us so fucking amazing, you know? Fucking, you could be fucking Asian, bro. You got them closed eyes. Fuck it, bro. You're beautiful type shit, you know what I mean? Fucking, you're born with some white ass, ginger ass skin. Fuck it, you're beautiful type shit, man. Man, this is a fucking planet where no discriminate should come in hand, bro. Honestly, you know, I'm not gonna be saying, oh, cause you're fucking this color, oh, you're automatically below. Hell no, bro. We're all fucking equal. Come on now. That's some real shit. That's some real shit right there. Alright? If you're fucking, your name is fucking Muhammad, what the fuck? I fuck with you, Muhammad. If you cool as hell, if you like fucking basketball, and you like fucking talking about the financial shit, you like talking about some fucking real shit, you like talking about video games, like, I fuck with you, Muhammad. It don't matter where you come from, no matter who you really are, and that makes sense. If I'm, you know, it doesn't matter if you're fucking, like, fucking small, tall, fucking old, young, whatever. You fucking cool, I fuck with you. I'm not, you know, over here saying, oh, cause you're fucking Indian, I don't fuck with you, or oh, you're fucking Muslim, I don't fuck with you. No, like, or when am I talking about Muslims? I don't know, but they're cool people. I fuck with them, even though I don't have any friends that are Muslim. And that's just not because fucking that's my choice. Cause there's none over here where I live. I live in a small town, so it's kind of small here, so I'm really not a big population of Arabs, but yeah, very interesting. Some other things we could talk about. Been talking for a solid, I don't even know, maybe half an hour now. Is that the BCT podcast? Like, let's talk about a little bit of this, right? Let's talk about a little bit. What's the whole thing? What's the purpose of this podcast? Well, the whole purpose, I guess, I want to say it's a rant channel, because I do want to talk about some shit. I do want to, you know, see some shit, hear some shit. But I like to talk about certain things. I feel like if we, as people, talk about things and we express ourselves, maybe it opens the door to different feelings for other people, right? Because if we don't talk about certain things, if we don't open doors to certain things, then people are never gonna really feel a different point of view at life. You know, that's why I want to do necessarily with my life. I want to open that door to people that are closed-minded on certain issues and see different, and try to help them and try to help me as well see different point of views. Because I feel like if we're all just closed-minded, if we're like, no, that's not how it goes, or yes, that's how it's supposed to be, then we're not even a society. You know, we're not even here talking about different issues, and this issues could be from fucking, like I said, it could be from immigration, it could be from fucking rape, it could be from fucking anything, right? And I feel like that's what this is about, trying to see my point of view. This is more personal on my level, obviously, because I'm the only host here, but it's more about how I see it as. And it's alright to disagree with me, it's alright to hate me, it's alright to love me, it's alright to agree with me. You know, that's the beautiful thing about our society. You don't have to fucking, because I say it, he's fucking completely right, or if I say he's completely the fuck wrong. You know, it's just my point of view. And if you agree with me, I fucks with you. If you disagree with me, then I fucks with you. So that's just how I see it as, and this is what it's about, you know. I do want to get potentially some more people in the future, so maybe some guest hosts potentially up in here. So besides, you know, I have big plans. I have a lot of shit going on. I want this shit to work out. Currently on the second episode, so again, like I said, it's a very small thing, but I feel very confident into it because I feel like I talk some real shit, so I feel confident with this podcast and stuff. And I feel like the future is bright, not just for this, but for everything that I'm trying to go for. I'm hardworking because, you know, the grind don't stop. That's the real thing. You can never stop. Once you stop is when you're taking L's. And that's the real the real truth, you know. I like working. I like seeing progress. I like having good things in life. For me, I want to have a good life. I want to experience shit like I've been talking about. And to experience shit, that's costs money. And to, you know, to get money, it's not like I could just ask for money. I can't just give me money. I have to work for that. And by working for that, then that opens doors and opportunities for other things and different ventures. So it's all life is about is a hard grind. And there's certain people that grind harder than other people. And, you know, they're in different positions in their lives. There's people, those people are able to fucking buy $1 million homes. Those people are able to fucking go and buy yachts. And there's different types of, you know, grinds as well. There's also a grind in the sense of a hustle too. But everybody has their own grind, and it necessarily doesn't have to necessarily be financial. It could be necessarily like a grind to become a great basketball player. That's a grind. It could be necessarily to grind and be the best artist. That's a grind. It's always, each individual has their own different type of grind and different mission in their lives. For me, I think I just want to go have fun and have different views on life, go see different things. So that obviously, like I said, costs money. So I think my grind is to collect that cash, not to feel, feel like I'm fucking rich, I can fucking do it. Like, the whole purpose of it is where I get to a position where it opens up my mind and opens up my freedom to do whatever I want. And that's why it comes down to be. That's the reason why I'm trying to be successful. That's why I'm trying to learn. And I love to learn. I am great. Necessarily, I love learning. That's a perk slash disadvantage of me is, if I love something, I'm going to take care of it. I'm going to care for it. And I'm going to really be interested into it. So, and that's necessarily with everything that I have affiliated myself with. From my cars. I have 2 cars. And I have like a old one Silverado and a Dodge Charger, and I love the hell out of my, I make sure everything's good. Car wash is on point. We got the oil changes, we got everything popping, spark plugs, everything good, because I care about that shit. If I didn't care about them, I wouldn't be driving them, I wouldn't give a fuck about them, and they would be getting destroyed, right? And it's also with my sense of education, right? If I really appreciate something, that I'm doing it. I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna learn as much as I can. Like, I appreciate the financial type of business. I find that very interesting, and I really love it. So I'm gonna really get involved into it, and I'm gonna get into it, and I'm gonna take care of that what has to be done in that sense. And it also with relationships, if I care, and that's something that's good and bad. So if you're just some random female, I'm not gonna give a fuck about you. That's the thing, right? And I'm not gonna play you, right? So that's what it comes down to be as well. So if I'm not feeling you, I'm not gonna see how far can I take this and get from this female. Nah, I'm not gonna continue with this, because if I'm not feeling you, I'm not gonna be bogus. For one, I'm not gonna be bogus. For two, it just wasted my time, and it's all good. So if I'm into you, and I really, and it's been a while, then that means I'm really into you and I really care for you a lot. So that's one thing about me. In general, I'm very passionate with things that I care about. And here's a disadvantage with that. If I don't care about it, then I really don't care about it, which is bad in the sense, because in life, necessarily, we have to do things that we don't really want to do. So when it comes down to like schoolwork, right? I'm not a big fan about math, like regular dumbass math, geometry, whatever. Like, I'm not into stuff like that, so I tend not to do the work. And when I tend not to do the work, my grade slips. That's one reason why I'm not a 4.0 student, is because I don't like it. Then I won't do it, which is bad, because I know in life that I know it's important to do something that you don't want to do, because it's still gonna benefit you somehow. But that's just how I see it as, and it's something that I need to change up on, and that's something about me. So that's the whole mission. That's the whole thing about everything I'm trying to accomplish as a personal level. That's what I'm trying to do. There's a lot of things going on in life, and here's the thing I want people to know is that, yeah, life is hard. Trust me. A lot of things have happened in my life. Right, this year, a lot of things happened this year. A lot of things happened a couple years ago. It don't matter. You have to look at it like this, right? Life is like a race, right? You just got to keep going and going, and eventually you're gonna hit that check mark. Boom! Now you're off that check mark. So you gotta keep going. Next check mark, until you finish the finish line. And the finish line is when you're on your hospital bed, just thinking and reminiscing of all the checkpoints that you picked up over time. And every time you're racing, right, to get to that next checkpoint, there's gonna be obstacles that are gonna fucking bring you down, and there's gonna be obstacles that push you forward. There's gonna be things that are gonna blow up your tires. There's gonna be things that are gonna give you boosts to get to that next checkpoint. And this year there was a big one. I don't want to get to the personal level, but just know that it was hard. Still dwelling on it a little bit, but that's how life is though. You gotta go to the next checkpoint, because the next checkpoint might bring you more happiness than the last one. So that's one thing about life. You always gotta keep going, because once you give up and once you start feeling sorry for yourself is when you're not really gonna get to the next checkpoint. You're gonna put your car right there on the side of the road and just sit there. You're not gonna get nowhere. You gotta keep going no matter what happens. You put it down and you're never gonna go. So that's the really important thing you gotta know. Some other things that I want to talk about. See, I always tend to say that when I hit the transitions, like the next thing I want to talk about. But I think it's important to know where I'm transitioning from. Is fucking All-Star games. So what's going on? What's going on with the NBA? What's going on with the MLB? I live in the Midwest, so I want to see fucking All-Star game before I die. I mean, I probably will, but like, I do not want to spend $1,000 to go see All-Star game in Miami. You got the, it's coming up. We got the MLB All-Star game. It's gonna show up in Miami, so that's already whoa. That's really a trip. And then in basketball, fucking New Orleans. You got Toronto. Like, those are pretty trap away. They're kind of far away. Like, let's bring an All-Star game All-Star game in general. MLB, baseball, hockey, football. Football is mostly in southern places like Miami and Hawaii, but let's bring like a basketball or baseball All-Star game to the fucking Midwest. Let's bring it to Chicago. Let's bring it to Milwaukee. Let's bring it fucking to Detroit. I'll drive to Detroit. Fucking Cleveland. Now I want to do it in Cleveland or Detroit. Come on now. But let's do it in Chicago. Chicago's a pretty good, or Milwaukee. There's a pretty good place to have something like that. Because I want to go see one, but I'm not trying to spend over $1,000 to go see a basketball game or a baseball game. Because you're going to spend money on just to get there, and you're going to spend money, obviously, on those tickets. I don't even know the price tag on those tickets. I'm going to have to guess they're a minimum of like $400 just to get on the boo-boo seats. With some good seats, probably spending at least $2,000, probably $3,000 to go watch an All-Star game. Especially if it's like a package deal, you spend at least $4,000 probably on a slam dunk, the first game, then the second game, and the third game. I'm sorry, I am very tired, but yeah. But I've been talking for a minute now. I think it was just a small podcast. I think it was to relapse on our last episode 1, but this episode 2 is, I think it's getting better and better. Next episode, I'm trying to get a special guest here on the show. Some people might know him as Levi Tate, or formerly known as Young Lee. He is a rapper / producer, and I would love to have him on the show. That's what I'm working on now. So if on episode 3 you might have a feature with Levi Tate and your host, the Big Cat, Adrian Diaz. I don't even know what I should establish myself as, but I am the Big Cat. It's the BCT podcast, Big Cat Talk, and we talk about some big things, and we're going to talk about a lot of things. So I appreciate everybody that listens, and it's just only at the beginning. Peace out. The eye of the tiger.